Well, I say every day it's a getting closer to taking a bath with my fucking toaster.
Today almost never happened. Okay, let me tell you guys something. Today almost never happened because that's the reason I started the stream with that little clip because I am so close to taking a bath with my toaster. I just wanted to have a good stream with you guys, have a nice little talk, have a nice enjoying time. And no, I lost my computer. I lost my dignity, lost my virginity. No, I'm just kidding. I lost everything and I couldn't find it. And today almost never happened. So, hello, hello. How are you all? And okay, let's just begin. Let's just begin. Okay, so I'm not going to give you guys a sob story on my end. I'm not going to cry to you and tell you guys what was going on and why I'm such a victim. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Although you guys know I'm a raging victim, so get used to it. Hello, Erin. Hello, Erin. Did you cook me something today? I hope you did, because if you didn't, you already know. I am not opposed to beating women. I'm just kidding. Oh my God, I'm so horrible. Eid Mubarak, Eid Mubarak. Thank you so much, Eid Mubarak. You guys know it is the end of Ramadan. I get to be a psychopath again, as if I never stopped. Hello, Yakub. Hello. Glad you got your laptop back from Rachel. Yes, of course. Yes, okay. That bitch. Mr. Renegade. Hello. Hello, Mr. Renegade. How are you? Of course, I know where my place is. You see, that is a perfect woman right there. This is the model woman, okay? As if there ever is a such thing. Most women are degenerates, but she's close to what a model woman would be. You know what I mean? There is no such thing, but I have a Get in the Kitchen song. Oh, it doesn't need a song. It doesn't need a song because the background, it goes like that, just that's what it sounds like. That's what the background sounds like. You don't really need drums and saxophones. You don't need it. Bonjour, Lepo. Bonjour. Welcome, welcome. Oh, man, you guys. Oh, you guys don't even know. Today has been rough. Oh, Sam, you tell technical difficulties. My brain losing my computer is not a technical difficulty, Sam. I told you to tell them what was happening.
I did shortly after that, and I was trying to be nice.
No, that is not nice because it makes it seem like I'm incompetent. Technical difficulties, as if I don't know how to use a flipping computer.
If you scroll down just a little bit further, you'll see where I told him exactly what was going on.
No, that's not the point. The point is you gave them the impression that I was incompetent and now you're fired. So Old Blindy said, Amira, can I have my laptop back? No, you may not. I would apologize, but no. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. I thought there was a pizza guy here. Usually I tend to assassinate the pizza people who come here because I never ordered a pizza. But, sometimes when people come to the wrong house, that's what they get. All right. So Sam is on unemployment now. No. Even though he gets fired, his soul is mine. So... and there's that. Guys, what do you guys think about what's happening? Okay, because I told you guys what I thought about the whole Trump situation and the whole Iran and blah, blah, blah. You guys know I hate Iran as much as, skinheads hate certain people. I do. I hate Iran as much as the next person. But do I really want to be in a war right now? No, I don't need us to be in a war. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the petrol prices have gone up so high in just the last week. I mean, I tried to fill my vehicle up, and it took probably another third of the money. I don't know how to describe it, but you guys understand. It took like 30% more to fill my tank. Now that is not looking good. Okay. And to be fair, this is not what I voted for. I didn't vote for endless wars. So I hope, well, you guys know Trump is talking about us getting out and being done with our missions. Trump mentioned, I think it was like yesterday or the day before, that, you know, he feels that we are so close to reaching our goal in Iran and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, good, Trump, good. Let's get the F out and let's move on with life, because people are just looking for reasons to try to profit from war. You guys know so many people get rich off of war, and this is what's happening, getting rich off of us. So I voted for Trump because I didn't want endless wars, and I hope that we don't get into one. You guys know, you know. So it says, tell me about it. My supercharged Toyota Tacoma requires premium gas. Well, you know, you're driving a freaking Tacoma. That they are like, I wouldn't put anything else in my Tacoma. Okay, Tacomas are awesome. Tacomas, Ford Rangers. Oh, Lipo says 1.74 per liters here. Wow. He says, when do we get to see some Asian duct tape beauty products? You really want to see that? You do. You know, there are new videos. There are new videos that came out because a lot of people are, well, okay, I'll give you a little bit into women's world, okay? Women have changed their makeup habits more recently, and women are saying that they want to go back to looking like drag queens. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was this trend for a while where women were starting to wear more natural makeup and look natural, and putting freckles on their face by putting like dots of mascara or something on their face. Now the goal is to look like a transvestite again. Yeah, so the new goal is to look like a drag queen again, because that's what women used to do in 2016. You guys remember 2016, don't you? When eyebrows were all black and they were all drawn on like with marker. Yeah, I did it too. That was 2016. And they're trying to bring that style back. I will not be participating. But yes, the drag queen makeup is back in style. So I'm sure the Asians have jumped up on that pony. I'm sure the Asians have jumped up on that train. Ugh, every word, it just, you know, every word. I blame it on Sam. I think this is Sam's fault, honestly, because I never was the type to have dirty thoughts. But the thing is, after hanging around degenerates like Sam, it just, you know, he has ruined Erin. You guys know Erin in the chat, the one I'm always beating. She's been ruined by Sam. Because see, the thing is, she goes to Sam's channel and she goes, yeah, he does. It is. I know it is. And look, she goes over to Sam's channel on Fridays, and then she comes on my channel on Saturdays. So Sam ruins her, and then I try to beat her back into submission on Saturdays. And then it's like the work that I do gets completely ruined by Sam. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I didn't used to think dirty like this, but now I can't think about trains, planes, automobiles, ponies, rabbits, dogs, midgets, peanut butter. What was the other thing that we were talking about? Oh, yes. Octopus tentacles. I mean, I can't think about anything without it being something dirty at this point. I didn't used to be this way. I mean, at this point, I can't even see white liquids. I mean, and the problem is, I used to be a lot more normal and pure, but now it's just completely, and it's not my fault. It is not my fault. I'm serious. It's not my fault. Because listen, I didn't want this. I didn't want this. This was put onto me. Okay. This got into my ears like a parasite. And it just happened. It wasn't like I went out searching for hentai stuff. I didn't even know what a hentai was before Sam. And then all of a sudden now I gotta know about cartoons and buffoons and baboons. Well, the baboon thing was a little bit extreme, but I guess Sam was saying that baboons is like kind of similar to humans, so that like when they do it, it looks like, well, whatever. All I'm saying is we're ruined. I've been ruined. I've been ruined. And let's talk about news and politics. All right. So in the news, it has been crazy as it always is. You guys know that things have been going wild, wild.com. And there has been a little bit of a trend because you guys know, because Iran is considered a Muslim nation, even though I don't consider it a Muslim nation, they consider themselves Muslim. So then there's that. I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of what a Sunni versus a Shia is. I'm not going to give you guys all of that, but you guys can understand that there has been some tension. I think that's the best word, tension, between certain people and, So in the schools in America, there has been a trend of kids in school, woke kids, mind you. These are children of Democrat leftists, Looney Tunes lefties. This is their children, okay? There are children in school now who are avoiding eating their lunch at school because they want to avoid offending Muslims during Ramadan. Now, you guys might say, well, Amira, don't you think that's a great thing? I mean, you're a Muslim, clearly. You would think I would think it's the great. Guys, listen. There is no other religion. If Christians were to fast for, I don't know, a week, a couple of days, whatever, do you think that other children would start fasting in solidarity with Christian children? Do you think that the same would happen if the religion was not Islam? And I say that because it's not because people have this clear understanding of what Islam is. It's not because they appreciate all religions and what they bring and the discipline and all that. That's not what it is. These people are teaching their children that they need to be in solidarity with anything that's not white, Christian, and straight. That is the main reason why this is happening. This is the reason why I'm not okay with it, because I would be okay with this if they were doing the same thing for Christian kids during Lent, or when Christian kids are fasting. If there was a time of fasting for Christians, and then the schools also, there were kids in school who were, fasting in solidarity, I would understand that. But they're only doing it because dun, 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 Islam is now the new protected religion of the Democrats. You guys know. So they're simping, and I don't like simps at all. You guys know I'm not a fan of simps. I don't like simps. If you're gonna simp here, I might block you. So I don't like simps. So here we go. Calgary-based Fairview School in Canada made itself a hot topic this week by designating a no-food zone, or actually that's plural. They designated no-food zones at certain times during school so that it can accommodate Muslim children who are fasting for Ramadan. Understandable. Okay, I can understand that, but would you do the same thing for Christians? No, you certainly wouldn't. So this is the reason why I don't like the hypocrisy. If you're going to do it for Muslims, you do it for the Christians. As for the Jewish kids, I'm sorry, I really don't give a damn. I'm sorry. What did I say? But Amira, they're all Abrahamic. Yeah, but there's always one. Okay. The measure went into effect via an email sent by school administrators to parents informing them that the cafeteria was off limits for the first half of lunch for kids in grades 4 to 6. Now, kids in grades 7 through 9 are completely banned from eating food in their lunchroom for the entire lunch break. Why are you... there are Christians who send their Christian children to school, and they have not prepared their Christian children to be fasting. They haven't prepared them. Do you guys know the difference? I'll give it to you guys really quickly. The difference is when Muslim children are fasting, they wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to engorge themselves. So they wake up at 3 and they eat, and they drink water, and they drink a lot of water, and they engorge themselves so that they will be okay during the day. You have Christian children who oftentimes only eat their food at school, and you have them fasting when their bodies haven't even been prepared to fast. They're not trying to fast. This is not their culture. This is not their thing. They're not used to that. So why would you force other children that aren't fasting to fast? All right. But anyway, here we go. Kids in grades 7 through 9 are banned from eating food in the cafeteria room for the entire lunch break. Also, according to the article, there was no mention of an alternative where the non-fasting children would be allowed to eat. The education board reportedly snapped back at those who took to their social media to blast the policy with the article being called a confusing statement, claiming that there were no changes made to any school lunch areas, while also acknowledging in the email that there were new restrictions. Okay, so they're basically saying, no, there's no changes, but there's that restriction. And that restriction was indeed sent out to parents. And it said, and I quote, "In order to support students who may be fasting, we will be providing designated no food spaces during lunchtime. On days of bad weather, the learning common rooms will be a no food space for all students. Thank you for your continued partnership in fostering an inclusive and caring school community." I love that idea if you weren't raging hypocrites, because anything that has to do with Christian kids practicing their religion in the school, that is discouraged. So I'm not okay. I'm not okay. How do you guys feel about this? Because I am not okay with this. I'm not cool with it because, like I said, if you're going to do it for one, you need to do it for all except the Jews. I said what I said. I said what I said. They're the only ones that I'm sorry. No. What did I say? Those criticizing the school online raised valid points, with one person saying, and I quote, "Literally, no Muslims care if you eat in front of them while they fast." Thank you. And that is something else. Muslims don't give a flying damn if you eat. In fact, Muslims encourage people to eat even while they're fasting. There is nothing offensive of you eating. Just because you're eating doesn't mean that the Muslim that's fasting is going to be tempted into damnation. That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. You know, people don't realize, I know this is like not your guys' culture and everything, but a lot of people don't realize Muslim children are trained from very young how to deal with their bodies during Ramadan. It's part of the training. And certainly no Muslim child has been trained to tell others to not eat while they're fasting in order to make them feel better. No, that is so retarded and backwards. Oh, I'm not eating, so you shouldn't eat either. What are you talking about? all about it's all about this solidarity. All this solidarity. You guys remember when they were trying to say, oh, we're in solidarity with Black children because we're going to make sure, because they don't know where the libraries are, they don't know where the DMVs are, so we're going to help them. And when you ask the average Black person, they're like, yeah, the DMV, the library, they're right over there. Because you're not in solidarity. You're pandering and you look stupid. We're here to help you. We're trying to help you. Okay. And others online pointed out that the fasting children would most likely not go near the cafeteria while they're fasting if they are having problems with temptation. So it makes sense. Like, that makes a lot of sense. Kids who are having issues with temptation of food and they don't want to smell it, they wouldn't go near the cafeteria. Duh. Like, all right, well, I mean, you guys get it. But anyway, let's move on from the Muslims and let's move on to the Indians. Okay, let's move on to the Indians because the Indians have been getting hell on earth for the last year. And well-deserved, might I add. Well-deserved because you guys shouldn't have been crashing all them semi-trucks on the road. It's not my fault that you guys are getting your comeuppance. Okay, I'm sorry. So anyway, here we go. The FBI has busted an Indian victim scam. Okay, you guys know Indians are known for the hello, this is Microsoft. Yes, I'm calling to. Yes, you can pay us in gift card. Yes. Okay. You can pay us in a tiki masala gift card. I'm joking. But anyway, 11 Indian nationals have been charged with visa fraud following their bust by the FBI. The suspects allegedly staged fake armed robberies so that store employees could claim that they were victims, that they were crime victims on immigration applications. So if you guys don't understand what I'm saying, here it is. So these are Indian nationals. Okay, these are people who are from India, citizens of India. They've been charged with visa fraud because they were staging these armed robberies, right? So that employees could claim that they were victims of immigration application fraud or something like that. So here it is. 7 of the people who were arrested out of the 11, 7 of those arrested and charged were living in Massachusetts illegally, while the remaining 4 were arrested in Kentucky, Missouri, and Ohio. Ohio, you always got to have yourself in everything. That's the problem with Ohio. Have you guys noticed that Ohio is always in something? It's always Ohio, Wisconsin, and Michigan. It's always these 3 states. These 3 states always have to be in it. They have to be in everything. I mean, all right, but anyway. So the other Indians that were arrested were in Kentucky, Missouri, and Ohio. But they will be tried in Boston. They will be tried in a Boston federal court at a later time. Now, this scheme began back in 2023 with the fake robberies taking place in a liquor store and another one in convenience stores and also restaurants. So they would get robbed in these liquor, convenience stores, and restaurants. Now, victims of certain crimes, they can obtain a U visa if they have suffered mental or physical abuse and assist the police in the investigation or prosecution of criminals. Do you guys know something like a lot of times when let's say people are getting married in the United States, they marry for green cards and so on. If you don't like the person that you married and you want to divorce them, what you do let's say I'm an illegal immigrant, right? Me as an illegal immigrant, I don't like the person that I married for papers. I want to divorce him, but I still want to get my papers. So what I do is I would divorce him. And the reason, when they ask me my reason for divorce, I would say it's because he beats me every day. Now, mind you, this man has never beat me. He has never touched me. He's never pushed me down the stairs, never yanked my hair, never did anything. In fact, he's never yelled at me. But I'm going to say that I was beaten daily because I don't speak English good. And with that, I could be seen as a victim in the United States. And because I'm a victim, I would be given immunity from being deported. And that way you can get your cards, you can get your papers, and you don't have to stay married to the person that, that you did the green card scam with. You guys understand, right? Follow me. So, no, Yakub, I know where you live. I can find you easily. So don't do that. Don't do that. I will find you. And I will get you. But anyway, so that is something that people can do. So anyway, so these Indians, when they were making this scheme or this scam, they were doing the fake robberies and they were claiming to be victims of crimes in order to get immunity. The victims were allegedly paid to go along with the hoax, and that is the way this happened. Okay, and now I don't know if you guys know, next story, Tucker Carlson. He's in drama, and then he's out of drama, and then he's back in the drama, and then he's out. I've always liked Tucker Carlson. I've always seen him as an upstanding guy, because have you guys seen that video? Did you guys see that video of Tucker Carlson? It was taken candidly, and he was out there fishing, and some gentleman came up to him and was like trying to take pictures with him and so on and so forth. And instead of reacting like a normal person, who wants to be alone would and say, hey, leave me alone, I'm having my alone time, Tucker Carlson accepted the invitation to take pictures and blah, blah, blah. And it just seemed really genuine. He seemed like a genuine guy to me. That's all I'm saying. He seemed like a genuine guy to me. However, according to the famous journalist Tucker Carlson, the CIA has read his text messages, and he believes that he will soon be charged under the Foreign Agents Registration Act of 1938. Why would he be charged with this? Well, this act of 1938, it requires anyone paid by foreign governments for lobbying efforts or political advocacy to register with the Department of Justice. Now, Tucker also claimed that he would be arrested for simply talking to people in Iran before the war started. Then he made a declaration to where his loyalties lie. He said, and I quote, "I'm not an agent of a foreign power. Unlike a lot of people commenting on United States politics and global affairs, I have only one loyalty, and that's to these United States, and I have never acted against it." End quote. Now, why this looks like he's being accused of treason, because people who have to declare their loyalty to their nation, oftentimes it looks like they're being accused of treason. So what's going on here? Now, Tucker Carlson denied taking any foreign money, saying that he don't need it and he don't want it. I mean, who doesn't like a couple of extra dollars here and there, because con lo que no se puede resolver con palabras, se puede resolver con dinero. If you cannot fix a problem, you just give more money. And if that doesn't work, you give more money. And if that doesn't work, you give more money, because everybody has a price. We all know, even the people with the most stern morals oftentimes will fold for some money. And, all problems go away with money, except herpes, cancer, and so on. But I'm just saying, in general, all problems with society can go away with money. Now, after denying that he took any money, Tucker said, and I quote, "It is my job to talk to everybody all the time and to try to figure out what's happening around the world. I'm an American. I can talk to anybody." End quote. Carlson believes that his assumed upcoming persecution is politically motivated by his views on Israel, and he stated that intelligence agencies tend to watch citizens more closely during times of conflict. Tucker took some heat last year for interviewing the Iranian president Masoud Pezeshkian without any pushback, and now is being accused of peddling anti-Semitic conspiracy theories because he called the strikes on the Ayatollah absolutely disgusting and evil. And he also claimed that the war was being done on behalf of Israel. And in response to Tucker's accusations, President Trump told the press that Tucker Carlson has lost his way a long time ago. And also, President Trump, he kicked Tucker Carlson out of MAGA. He said Tucker Carlson is no longer MAGA. He's not MAGA. So I didn't know MAGA was a gang. I thought we were making America great. But hey, if we are a gang, listen, I'm down to be a gang. I'm cool with being a gang. Listen, you guys know I'm a gangster. So listen, it just goes from one gang to another. I don't mind. I don't mind being a gang called MAGA. I mean, as long as we get like a handshake, some type of a, why does it look like a moonwalking? But yeah, I don't mind being MAGA gang. I'm down. And if we got to kick people out of MAGA, that's what we got to do. So I guess Tucker Carlson is no longer a part of us. He's not one of us. Okay. What do you mean, Arab? Listen, Yakub, you are this close to going to the naughty corner. Like this close, because I'm trying to say something proper here. I'm trying and you just keep bringing up race for no reason. There's no reason to bring this up, Habibi. There's no reason. He says Tucker took a hell of a lot of heat when he interviewed Putin. Why the F? Why not? Hallelujah. I mean, I don't know enough. I don't know enough. That's all I'll say. I don't know enough about this I don't know. I find it pretty pathetic for people sacrificing their moral standings for a bribe. But it's not even so much of a bribe. It's like when people, you gotta see it from people's eyes. People need things. People have families. People have goals. People have children that they want to set up for the future. I mean, you understand, like, you would call it pathetic, but there is a certain number that goes from pathetic to all of a sudden understandable. Do you know what I mean? Things go from, you're a sucker, you're a loser, you're pathetic, to, understandable. I would do it too. Yeah, hell yeah, I would do it. So, I mean, it just, yeah. I mean, everybody has a number, and yeah, it sucks. It sucks. He says America first is where it's at now, not MAGA. Yeah, I agree, Frost. Yes, Frost. Yes, MAGA is controlled by Israel. Don't do that to me, Frost. First of all, don't Don't kill my dreams like that. Do not. Don't mess up my. Okay, listen, I'm trying to keep hope that we are not controlled by Israel. I'm trying, and you're just messing it up for us. Like, don't burst my bubble, okay? Let me have my bubble. America will always come first, regardless. Trump was literally wearing a tiny hat. All right, listen, I'm not. Where was he wearing a tiny hat? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. What do you mean? What do you mean it's true? Trump threw him out, and yesterday Vance said that he's not sure of a 2028 run. What do you mean he's not sure? How can he not? Listen, everybody gets cold feet every now and again, okay? I mean, that is a normal thing to get. It's normal to get cold feet. I mean, I think it would be wrong if he didn't get cold feet. Right? Right? Trump, because Jewish, all his kids are married to. Don't remind me. Trump is not his children. Trump is not his children. Okay? Trump is not his children. Am I in denial? Wait, sorry guys, my hair is like in the way. Am I in denial? I'm not in denial. I'm not. I'm just. Trump is not his children. It doesn't mean like. Trump prayed at the Wailing Wall during his Middle East tour in his first term. You mean the wall where all the Jews go? You talking about that wall? Wait, what are you talking about? What? I was probably reading the Talmud. Netanyahu even said that Trump was the first Jewish bro. Am I the last one to figure this out? Are you guys kidding? I mean, I know you guys aren't kidding, but I am not feeling good right now because we were supposed to be talking about something else. And now, you know what? I've been asking myself, why in the heavenly fuck have we been following? And because so Israel got into it with Palestine. And then all of a sudden we were with Israel, right? Now they're getting into it with Iran. And now we're over here right next to Israel again. We have never been so tied at the hip with Israel. Do you know what I mean? Like, even before when it was like, Biden and everybody else, they kept that, kind of under the rug. But you guys are right. It is kind of coming, it's like, why are we so eager to be with them right now? You guys are making sense, but it's just Frost says we should have never gotten into a war with Iran. We're only doing it because of Israel. That's what I was thinking too. You guys remember in the beginning, I said that I was against it because I don't think that we should be Israel's lapdogs. And many of you guys were mad at me. Many of you guys were mad at me because I said it. And I said, well, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe maybe it is good for America to, get rid of the Ayatollah in Iran and blah, blah, blah. Because technically, I've been being told that Iran has been America's number one enemy since the beginning of time. There was proof of actual uranium enrichment action needed to be taken. See, that's what you guys were telling me. So I started to believe, like, okay, yeah, well, it is true. We don't want them to become a power. We don't want them to become a nuclear power. Yeah, I get it, blah, blah, blah. But then now you guys are telling me the opposite. Now you guys are saying, well, this thing is purely just because of Israel. We're just, okay. At what point did it stop being to stop them from being a nuclear power to all of a sudden we're just doing it for Israel? That's my thing. At what point did it stop being one thing and turning to another? Oh, listen, I am not, these people, they worship Baal. I already know that. I mean, that is not even, yeah, I already know that. You said it was actually Mark Levin that said Trump is the first Israeli president. I'm not happy. I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed right now because he says, Zelich says, it's a divided conversation. I'm in the minority on this because I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it being divided as well because it's a complicated issue. There are things that make sense about this, but there's also things that are like, isn't it kind of strange that coincidentally, now that Trump is back, all of a sudden we're all up Iran's ass. I mean, not Iran, Israel's ass. We're all up Israel's ass now that, all right. I let me move on. I want to move on to something else. Just guys, you guys are messing up my whole night because I'm getting sad right now. I'm getting really mad about this. All right. Now, speaking of things that I want to do right now, setting myself on fire. So, if you guys haven't seen, about 4 or 5 days ago, or maybe more, an anti-ICE protester accidentally set himself on fire. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? While protesting Ice Ice Baby, he sets himself on literal fire. He set himself on fire. So here it is. This ICE protester accidentally set himself on fire while lighting an American flag on fire outside of an ICE facility in Portland, Oregon, during a weekend protest. Bystanders could be heard saying, and I quote, "What an idiot," and "What a fucking idiot," as the man scrambled frantically to put out the fire that was burning his skin and cooking him alive. Yeah. So this protester who was on fire, he did try the whole stop, drop, and roll thing. He rolled around on the ground and he was able to put out the fire before he staggered around in circles while onlookers continued to comment on how stupid and retarded he was. A police spokesman told news outlets that they were aware of the incident, but had virtually no information on the incident. And they said, and I quote, "Unfortunately, that general area has numerous calls for service each and every night, and it's beyond the capacity of our office to dig into each and every one of those stupid calls because obviously the IQ levels in that area don't rise above room temperature." Now, of course, several people took to their social media to comment about this incident because it's just kind of ironic how somebody protesting ICE, which is something that's supposed to be cold, sets himself on fire. Now, when they were talking about it on social media, some were piling on to the comments, talking about how they saw it in person and they were the ones who were there calling the guy an idiot, while another one proclaimed that because he set the American flag on fire, that's why his ass was set on fire. How ironic. Here's another one for you. I got you guys another one. Florida. Oh, Florida. Oh, ye Florida. Florida really is America in a box, isn't it? Florida has adopted a common sense voting measure. Now, Florida Republicans passed a bill the other day that requires voters to provide proof of citizenship when they register to vote, while also limiting the types of qualifying identification. Of course, no Florida Democrat voted in favor of the bill because you guys already know they obviously, you guys understand. I really don't get how people can vote against this. If you're an American who loves America, I don't understand how you could vote against this. But they do, and they claim to be Americans that love America, but they do. So no Democrats voted in favor of this bill, but their vote had barely any impact on the 77 to 28 decision. 77 to 28. Yeah, shut up. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. This bill's detractors claim that it will, quote unquote, disenfranchise both young and elderly voters. And they also suggested that thousands of people could be taken off the electoral rolls. Regardless of their claims, the bill passed and it is headed to Governor Ron DeSantis' desk. If this law is passed fully, the law will go, it will not go into effect until 2027, which means that the law will have no bearing on this year's midterms, and it's also not the first of its kind. Kansas adopted a similar bill back in 2013, and once it did, over 31,000 voters had their registration rejected because they could not provide citizenship documents. Most of those affected were reportedly citizens, and the law was later ruled to be unconstitutional. But the article does say, it does not say where that ruling came from. Sorry. But I'm like, you know what? If you can't provide proof of citizenship, are you really a citizen? Because it should be quite easy to provide proof of citizenship. I mean, all you have to do is bring a birth certificate, no? A social security. No, actually, no. Social security cards, you can get that without being a citizen too, right? Because I know people with green cards who have a social security card. So no, but a birth certificate I think would do. And you could get a copy of your birth certificate easily. So, well, I don't know. But this is the reason why people were saying that it will disenfranchise young voters and elderly voters, because elderly voters, oftentimes they don't have time to go around looking for paperwork, blah, blah, blah. And younger voters, I don't know why they said it will affect younger voters, to be honest. I don't know. Why? Because they're young and dumb? Huh? Stupid? They can't read cursive? I don't know. Hold on, guys. I'm looking at something else. Okay, the next thing I wanted to show to you guys is this. I found this article that I wanted to just bring up to you guys. Hold on, let me pull it up. Yes. Okay. So, people are saying that, oh my gosh, this is something that I want to bring up. Oh, here it is. Okay, here it is. This is from the Wall Street Journal, and I hope they don't give me ads, but they're saying that Iranians believe that they are winning the war. Iran believes that it's winning, and they want to make the price higher to end the war. Tehran sees an opportunity to control the Middle East petroleum, you could say, and energy, as it bets on outlasting Trump's will. They're thinking, many people in Iran are believing that they are the ones winning this war. All they have to do is keep on going and outlast Trump. That's what they're thinking. And they believe that they will win this easily. Hold on. It says 3 weeks into the war, the Iranian regime is signaling that it believes it is winning. and that it has the power to impose a settlement on Washington that entrenches Tehran's dominance of the Middle East energy resources for decades to come. They think that they're going to do that, but now they're in war with Saudi Arabia. You guys know Saudi Arabia has also declared that they want to go to war with Iran too. Do you really think that you're going to beat a country like Saudi Arabia? I don't know. Okay, hold on. I'm just looking at other articles because I see people talking about this negotiation and what a lot of people are thinking. But here's another one. It says, this is from The Hill, and they're saying Trump says Iran wants to make a deal, but Trump isn't ready yet to make a deal. It says, hold on. President Trump said on Saturday that Iran is ready to make a deal with the United States, but he was not ready to come to an agreement and negotiate a ceasefire. He said, and I quote, Iran wants to make a deal and I don't want to make it because the terms aren't good enough yet. So the president went on to question if the country's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, was alive. But they said that the reports of his death are a rumor. The person said, Trump said this. He said, I don't know if he's even alive. So far, nobody has been able to show him. He says, I'm hearing that he's not alive. And if he is, he should do something very smart for his country. And that would be surrendering. Let's see. Over the weekend, Trump called on other countries, including the the United Kingdom, China, France. Why would you call on France? Anyway, China, France, North Korea. Sorry. China, France, South Korea, and Japan to deal with Iran's closure of the Strait of Hormuz for oil. They said that the strait's closure has led to concerns that fuel prices could continue to rise drastically in response to the war. Now, we already know, I just told you guys in the beginning when we first came on, like I had to pay an extra 30% just to fuel my vehicle. That was yesterday. I mean, already petrol prices have jumped. We already know. And if this continues, it's going to keep going. I see you, Sam. Thank you. I got you. I saw you. So hold on one second. So Trump saying that he's not ready to make a deal is kind of pissing me off because when did we decide that we were going to be on? But okay, whatever. Trump says we're going to be sweeping the strait very strongly, and we believe we'll be joined by other nations who are somewhat impeded, and in some cases impeded from getting the oil. When he was asked whether the U.S. would start escorting ships through that Strait of Hormuz, Trump said, it's possible. How about we go back to the whole dig, dig, dig thing? Because I remember when we were doing the dig, dig, dig thing, petrol prices were lower. So I'm like, why aren't we going to, my thing is, why don't we use our own damn oil when the world or the Middle East is having conflict? That way, Americans don't have to depend on the Middle Eastern oil. We don't have to care about what's going on with their war. Why can't we use our own stuff while this is happening? I don't understand why we are leaving ourselves subject and at the mercy of Middle Eastern wars. See, that's what I don't understand, because that's the reason why I voted for Trump in the first place. I voted for Trump because he came in with the drill, baby, drill, and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. I'm like, okay, well, can we do it? Because right now, prices are rising. Prices are going crazy at the pump. And it's like, okay, Trump, you already know you want to be a part of this. You said you want to be standing next to Israel. Okay, if you're going to be standing next to Israel, do not have Americans suffer at the gas pump. Don't have us struggling because of your decision to stand next to Israel. That's my thing. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Or are we supposed to sit here and be like, oh yeah, well, if Trump wants to have this war, well then yeah, we'll just keep on depending on Middle Eastern Middle Eastern oil, even though they're having a problem and they're sending it. Why? I am irritated. I'm just so irritated. And the thing is, I want to stand next to my president. I want to be with Trump, but god dang, he's making it hard. He's making it really, really hard. Like I said, I want to stand with him, and I said I would stand with Trump, but there has to be a time when we're going to sit down. We've been standing. I've been standing, but I'm ready to sit down for a little bit. He says it doesn't seem he's doing much to lower the prices. I mean, you see what's happening. You see, and it's not like it's a surprise. And if America has our own oil, you were talking about drill, baby, drill when you were in the campaign trail, then why aren't we resorting back to our own while they have their little war? Why can't we use our own? He says, I'm waiting for the 4D chess move. I have faith. That's what I'm saying. I have faith too. I just don't like how we are at the mercy of Iran. And you guys know how much I hate. You guys know how much I hate juice boxes, okay? You guys know I have a never dying hatred for those people. So you guys can understand my frustration. These are the last people that I want to be at the mercy of, especially not the fucking Persians and definitely not the fucking Jews. Those are two people that I really don't like. I couldn't give a damn which one of them dies. I couldn't care. I couldn't care less. I can't stand both of them. I've never liked the Persian, and I've never liked you. All right. Sorry. I'll keep it to myself. I've never liked either one of them. I don't care what happens to either of them. I mean, I'm sure you guys kind of feel the same way. I mean, tell me you guys don't feel the same way. Do either of you guys in the chat care who makes it out alive out of that war? Do you? Because who cares? These people are nobody to us. All right, but okay. I'll move on. Says Iran badly wants to negotiate a deal and an end of the war. What happened to Israel? What happened to Israel talking to Iran? Why is it that we are the... All right, well, you know what? I guess now it's just us, isn't it? You know, I'm like, what happened to them negotiating their... Okay. Donald Trump stated that the Iranian regime badly wants to negotiate, but he's not ready, blah, blah, blah. When he was probed on possible diplomatic negotiations between Washington and Tehran, he stated that the U.S. is talking to Iranian leaders regarding bringing an end to the war. So, and then the other thing that Trump said was that America is getting close to realizing their goals, their military goals in Iran or something like that. And when he said that, I was really happy. That was like yesterday or the day before. And I was like really happy because I thought, maybe like you guys thought, I thought, okay, well, that means we're looking towards an end to this, or at least an end in our part, the end of our part in this. Now, Trump said they want to negotiate badly, as they should, and we're talking to them, but I don't think they're ready. What do you mean you don't think that they're ready, Trump? Who cares if they're ready? Are we ready? Do we want to get out? I mean, this is what I'm saying. I hate that we are sitting here at the mercy of... All right, I'll stop now. That's all I have on that issue. That's all I got. You guys, yeah, that's it. That's it on that one. We can, yeah. I'm ready to go to sleep. I'm ready to go to sleep now. I really am. Because now I'm just getting irritated.
Well, I say every day it's a getting closer to taking a bath with my fucking toaster.
I bought a toaster on Amazon and I got the perfect one. I did. Because the thing is, I had to find a toaster that didn't go online, because you can't buy a kitchen device anymore without everything going online. I just needed a toaster that you push the stupid button down and the heat comes on and then it pops up after. No, everything that you try to buy online, you can't buy a refrigerator without the refrigerator sending messages to your phone. You can't buy a toaster without the toaster needing Wi-Fi access. You can't buy anything without all these things. I said, I just want a stinking toaster to take a bath with. That's all I want. I just want a regular, decular toaster that I can take a bath with a long enough cord that it can make it to the outlet from my tub. Because the average toaster's cord is not long enough, because see, the way that my bathroom is set up. Well, all right. So anyway, I'll let you guys go now. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. And I'm so sorry I haven't been available that much more recently. I have missed you, but it's been crazy over here. It's been crazy. He says, Amira, the U.S. mobilized 2,000 soldiers to take Khark Island, the main oil terminal. Well, then that's what this is all about. That's what it's all about, BTK. I mean, we should know. You guys remember weapons of mass destruction? WMDs. You guys remember the WMDs? Listen, George Bush has traumatized a whole generation with weapons of mass destruction. Listen, if we're doing the weapons of mass destruction thing again, just say that, Trump. Just say that. Why don't, all I'm saying is just say that, because the thing is, I can appreciate the whole weapons of mass destruction thing before all this, let's stand next to Israel and let's do this with, I would rather accept that we are looking for weapons of mass destruction over, we're standing with Israel. Would you? No, I'm asking you guys. No, for real. I'm asking you guys. What do you prefer? Would you prefer that we're going there to dominate and get their oil and saying, fuck you to all of them, and then just leaving them broke? You know what I mean? Would you prefer that? Or would you prefer, well, we're standing with Israel because Israel is our ally and we're going to... Which one do you prefer? Look, are you guys down for some weapons of mass destruction shit? You guys want some weapons of mass destruction? Let's do it. I am down. What do you mean we bombed a mountain for no reason? It's never no reason. Zealot. It's never no reason. It was weapons of mass destruction. No. What, Sam? Leave me alone. No. Look, are you guys down for some weapons of mass destruction? We can do it. I am down for that. Listen, if Trump used those 3 letters, WMD, I would love Trump forever. I would completely forget about the Jewish stuff. I would completely forget about the Israel stuff. If Trump came out tomorrow and said, you know what? I'm going to be honest with America. We're not going there because of Israel. We're going there because we're looking for weapons of mass destruction. The whole country would know what he means when he says that. The whole country would know. We'd be like, oh, yeah. We know what's about to happen. You'd be like, America. Look, this is called Mission WMD. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, listen, I would take that over anything else that we have going on right now. I would take it. I hope that's what it is. I really do. I hope we're going there to get some oil, and hey, let's do it. Let's do it. All right then. Okay, I'll let you guys go. I'm gonna no for Primal with your millennial ass. Now, if you're millennial, you were a child or a teenager when this was happening, you understand what a WMD is. Because all of us around that area, that age group, we know what weapons of mass destruction meant. It meant America was going to just tear some stuff up. We just there was no goal. There was literally no goal, because all those people had over there were sticks and rocks. They were fighting us with sandals. I mean, do you guys even know what an Iranian military uniform looks like? Nobody even knows what it looks like, because we weren't killing their military. We were killing them. Like, what are you talking about? Like, now, if we were doing that to Iran, you think I would care? I don't care. I don't like Iran. I can't stand Persian. I don't look. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I can't stand them. And everybody, no. The reason is because if you guys knew what Persians, you wouldn't like them too. That's all I'm saying. I hope it's some weapons of mass destruction. I really do. He says, I'm hoping this chaos will bring clarity one day. Yeah. Yakub says, those are the good old days. For real. Oh my God. No. President Bush, what are we out there for? Like, weren't the attackers from Saudi Arabia? He's like, yeah, but we're going to Afghanistan. Why? Don't worry about it. Wait, President Bush, are we going to Saudi Arabia now? Nope. Going to Iraq. Iraq? Why Iraq? That's the other side of the... Stop asking questions. Just get on that horse and ride it. Like, what? Get on that horse and ride it. That's all we got to do. Oh my gosh, President Bush was wild. Is their nuclear program why Trump went in? Yeah. I mean, technically, yeah, but that's been over with. That's been over with. Come on now. Why are we still there? That's all I'm saying. I don't know. You guys can trust what you want. I just wish we would get told some truth. At least George Bush told us the truth that he didn't know what we were doing. We were there just to mess up some stuff. Who can't you stand against? Stop, D-Day. I'm not. You know I said it. I said it clear. I didn't stutter. What do you mean good night? Okay, good night. All right, we'll go to, okay. Because Sam is telling me I got to stop now. All right, then. Good night, everybody. Thank you all for joining me. I'll see you guys on the next time. Tell us about Iranians. I have Iranian and Lebanese cousins. Listen, nope, I'm not. He says, I'll keep being the positive balance here. Well, you have the holy water, don't you? Get to throwing. You're not throwing enough. Still not working. Oh, no. Primal One says the movies weren't gay franchises. Well, that too. Oh, okay. Good night, everybody. Thank you all for hanging. We should take it all. We'll take it all. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Sam is kicking me out. Sam is forcing me to shut down because I think he thinks I'm going to say something wrong. I'm not, Sam. I have been keeping my tongue today. I've kept it very, very PG today. And I think I did a darn good job. I do. Good night, everyone. Thank you all for hanging out with me. And I guess with that, I yield my time. Good night. I won't do I won't do the heck yeah, I will.
Well, I say every day it's a getting closer to taking a bath with my fucking toaster.
Good night. No music, no nothing. Just fade away.